Hi guys, Dave in Texas here, and what you're looking at is my Chickenbacker 12 string going on painting up. I've just finished sanding this thing down, doing some final touch-ups. What I'll do next is do the undercoat. Wow, with some gray paint, gray spray paint. Nicey. And main thing is you gotta really use masking tape on this because of the fact the binding is plastic, right? And it won't adhere. Your your blue painter's tape won't adhere to that, I've come to find out, right? It'll adhere to wood and your body of the guitar, but not to that binding piece. It just comes right up, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and mask this all the way around, and the trick to do this is to take small pieces at a time, right? Like this, and go around that edge, okay? That way you can follow the curvature of the guitar and cover up that binding top. There's such a line up there. Make sure you don't overlap or go into the wood, right? So think small pieces, takes plenty of time, and rather than bore you all to death, that's what I'm going to do. So hang in there. I'll be right back once I finish taping this thing all up. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, one other thing. I'll be doing 2 coats of undercoat this time to get the thing balanced out really nice and flat, right? With some wet sanding involved. I'll show you that as well. And then I'm going to do the black high gloss, new type of paint for me, new black high gloss paint, right, for wood. Do 2 coats of that, then 2 coats of the polyurethane, and get this thing done. Okay, it's going to involve some sanding and time, waiting to dry, blah blah blah. But hopefully I'll be able to speed this thing up for y'all by just cutting out the drying time, right? Otherwise we'll sit here for 22 hours while it dries, watching this thing stuff dry. Oh boy, watching paint dry. Anyway, hang in there guys. Next thing you'll see is me having it taped up and probably shooting some gray base paint on it. Okay, so we got the guitar all completely now wrapped up, right, on that little edge, that little line above the body, all the way around it, and the neck's been protected, and we're ready to start spray painting this thing, okay? So, hang in there guys, the wrapping's done, and the main thing with doing a good paint job is do a good wrap job at first, get it done right. Yes, it does use extra amounts of tape, and it does take a long time, make sure you get that little seam covered right there, but once you do it right. Easier when it's done, when you finish painting. So hang in there. We'll show you the first coat of paint. Oh, sorry, undercoat paint. Okay, guys, here we are, and we got the spray paint ready, and we're going to start shooting. And we're going to just take the paint and go from top to bottom or bottom to top. Let's try it from bottom to top, okay? And see how she works. And remember, we're going to put a thin first coat, very thin. Just about that thick, and that just tissue paper thin. I'm not going over each line over but once, okay? I'm just kind of covering it. That's it, 1 coat. I see a few places that I missed, okay? But I'm not going to go back and spray it until that first coat is completely dry, okay? You probably can see them too, but if I did that, it would cause the other paint to run and very possibly cause it to bubble or drip, right? So you saw I was about 12 inches away from it. I sprayed it very quickly, taking it from left to right, not very fast as far as, left to right, but basically getting it covered pretty well on the first coat go around, okay? So, next 30 minutes I'll wait, come back out and shoot the next coat. So hang in there guys. Okay, that's the first coat. It's dry. It's about an hour. So, there's a lot of blank spots on it. I can see through it. The second coat should do it. But if the third's needed, that's what we'll do. Right now, it's completely smooth. There's no bubbles or bunching, so see how it goes. Remember to smooth that can back and forth. Just slightly overlapping, not much. Yeah, it's going to need a 3rd coat, darn it. Okay. Can't do any more than that. There's a couple of still blank spots on it I need to go over and smooth out. I'll probably have to do some sanding on this one after all. But everything seems to be working out okay. So, hang in there, guys. We'll get to the next part. Okay, guys, here it is. It's semi-finished, and if you've been following me on Facebook, we ran into a real problem. This guitar is made out of cardboard, and I'm not kidding. This top part is like a cap. It's all wood. It's not solid wood. It's pieces of wood. But the back was made up of veneer. If you look inside of it, that's cardboard in there. Okay, a big thick piece of cardboard. Well, the problem with that is that wood putty or wood filler doesn't want to adhere to cardboard very well, and that creates a problem. Okay, while I was working on it, the heat exposed this. Okay, it's got a nice big crack in it on the body. All right, and the back of it doesn't look much better. Right, the sound. Sounds fine. There's nothing wrong with the sound of it. I put it all back together again just perfectly. But the problem is that I'm not going to be buffing this out to a mirror finish. It's all dirty right now. It's got some handprints on it, and I think you want to see it mirror finished. But guys, if I put any heat or pressure on this, like on a buffing wheel, it's very possible this built up of wood filler on the back is going to come right off, or it's going to crackle. Okay. And I don't want that to happen. I want to have a lot of time to cure just in regular temperature of our home, okay, not outside in the hot shop. So let me flip this around and show you what it looks like on the back. Alright, not too bad. It's a flat shiny finish, right? But what it would take would be about 3 or 4 hours of buffing and wet sanding, you know, to get it back into this mirror finish like, you know, it was on the front. And on the front, I took some Scotch-Brite and Scotch-Brite sponge, and I dulled the front finish to match the back up, so they match. Okay. I'm sorry this happened. I had to repair it. There's no choice in that matter. It looked so bad, but I had no idea that it started such a brouhaha on Facebook. But hundreds of people have contacted me about this, and it's like, why is it made out of cardboard? Guys, I have no idea. It's cheap, I'm sure. It's cheaper. But as you can see, inside this guitar, that is not veneer as I first thought. That's cardboard, okay? Isn't that sad? Even my 6 strings made the same way. The whole top part of it is like a cap, right? It goes all the way down to this first binding. That's all wood, pieces of wood, not solid wood, but it's probably ash. And the back of it had a little thin piece of veneer that when I was working on it, I took my putty knife and I went a little too deep moving the putty around, and I cut into the veneer, and then I saw it. But I didn't want to hide that from anyone and let them think, oh, it's, you know, it's fine, it's perfect, it's no problem. This has got lots of problems to it as far as refinishing it. Normally, if I know it's made of cardboard, I would never refinish it. I would have left it scratched up and said, heck, well, that's it, you know. Back as it looks right now, it's not completely, you know, finished up. Needs to be touched up and, you know, buffed, but that's as far as it's going to go for now. Anyway, any questions about this, give me a holler. Dave in Texas. Bye.